Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. It is Pharaoh. This is episode 3 of the Beginner's Guide for Raid Shadow Legends, and today we will be doing kind of just the end of the first couple days. The starter tournament ended, some events that are going on, some promo codes that are going on right now specifically for Call of the Arbiter, so just some general stuff like that, and we might pull a couple of shards. We'll see. So, I ended at 4th place in the starter tournament. So just outside of the top 3, it was, I don't know. I don't know how these tournaments work. I thought they were 3 days long, but mine was like 2 days and 3 hours. So I'm confused as to how the tournament, how you get seeded into a tournament. Because I figure some of these people might have had a little longer than me. I also suspect these two might have spent money. Not because of the scores they got. This is possible to do free to play. It's hard. It's very hard. You have to be extremely active. But it is possible. I suspect they spent money because this dude wasn't even on the list. And this dude changed his name and he was 3rd place before. And he just kind of exploded. And then this dude exploded even faster. This guy wasn't even in the top 10 to begin the day. I don't understand how he would have done this in one day without spending some money. I guess it's possible he was just grinding food out and then he went through brutal campaign, because that's where a lot of this stuff comes from, is getting as far in campaign as possible and doing as many arena battles as possible. Obviously the dragons, spiders, arcane keep, spirit keep, all those dungeons influence this. You get points from there too, but the vast majority of these points are from campaign and arena. So I don't know, to have that explosive of growth, it had to have been campaign. And to get to brutal is definitely very hard to do free to play unless you're extremely active, and I don't think you could do it in 10 hours. So, because this dude was not even, he definitely didn't have 1,000 points. So I don't know, not that big of a deal. I mean, whatever. I missed out on a rare book. We can make it up. Well, it won't be the end of the world. But obviously, you do want to get in there and get at least one of those rewards, though. But we'll check the champions here. I've got some free gear from Call of the Arbiter. This speed thing is from getting 1,000 points in the starter tournament. These lifesteal set pieces are from login bonuses or whatever. So after 6 days, I'll have all 6 pieces or whatever. You only need 4 for the lifesteal set. This is something I didn't understand when I was 14. I started playing Summoner's War when I was 14 years old. Came out in 2014, so I didn't understand that you didn't have to have 6 pieces of the same set to get the set bonus. You don't need 6 pieces to get the set bonus, is what I'm trying to say. 4 artifacts per set, so if you get 4 pieces of lifesteal, you'll get the lifesteal set. If for speed, it's 2 artifacts per set. It'll say right here how many artifacts it is to get the set bonus. So don't make the mistake that I did and just think that the entire unit has to be the same thing to get the set bonus. So little information about me, but yeah. Kale is definitely the best unit I have so far. He's obviously the only 5-star. And that's another thing that'll help you push through campaign really fast. If I could have gotten these 2 to 5 stars and then gotten speed gear that was better, some 4-star speed boots here and 4-star speed boots here, and just gotten them faster, they could have put up attack buff here, decreased defense here. He would have been doing some more damage. There would have been more of an actual support going on, because these two are actually slower than Kale at the moment. So I'm doing damage, and then I'm getting support skills, and then I'm getting hit, and then I'm trying to do damage, and then the supporters have to do the support skills again, and it's all just out of whack. So obviously you want to have your supports faster than your DPS. Just basic general gaming stuff. His masteries are just this one so far, and he's got these two. If you want full mastery lists, go to hellhades.com. That's where I go. I think he's the biggest raid YouTuber. I think he is, at least definitely for people that speak English, he is. He's got a whole website. Just go there. You can type in the name of the unit, and It'll show you the masteries for it. It'll show you if the unit is actually good. You know, if you went on the website, it would say Deacon Armstrong is an amazing unit. It would say Kale is like an average to good unit, I would think. And then Spirit Host is like okay. But early on in the game here, when you're right at the beginning, like different units have different values than what they would, say, 3 months into the game. Like 3 months into the game, Spirit Host is not going to be as valuable to my account as she is right now, but she's not so bad. Like she's not just filling a slot. She does remove all debuffs from all allies and places, block debuffs effect. She does bring increase attack on 3-turn cooldown. She does a first skill. So like she is doing something. Eventually in Faction Wars I can see actually using her. So not that she's bad in 3 months, just that she's probably not being used everywhere like she is right now. So yeah, more artifacts here. These are some of the free artifacts I got. Rolled okay, not great on the weapon, but this is nice to get some speed and defense here, at least on HP. Like, yeah, and then again they just farm these. These are from the free set you get. Not great, obviously. Deacon has 4 of these sets here, so he got some speed and some accuracy through here. And then he's got a bunch of resistance he doesn't need. 123 resistance. Really what you're looking for is like speed and accuracy on a Deacon Armstrong, something that does, you know, breaks defense, puts a leech buff out, can decrease enemy turn meter, whereas something like Spirit Host that does no debuffs but is a support, it's like, well, I guess you could put resistance on here because she cleanses debuffs. So maybe making sure she is unlikely to get stunned would be helpful. But yeah, just speed, HP, defense are like the most important stats for something like a Spirit Host. Then you've got a Kale where a lot of stats are important because he's a damage dealer. You want crit rate, attack, crit damage. You want speed so that he gets some turns at some point. You want accuracy because he's got these here. So this Kale is a harder unit to build. But because he's got more in his kit, he would be more valuable for a longer period of time than something like a Spirit Host that is so simplistic, perhaps. That's sometimes that isn't true. Like sometimes something that's super simplistic is like literally insane the entire time. But things that do a little more with their kit, like Deacon and Kale, like he's increasing your turn meter, decreasing enemy turn meter, getting a turn, decreasing defense, leech, like speed, accuracy, HP, defense. Like he's got that extra stat that you need for him. So something to think about there. Again, fantastic aura. I think I already said that, but 19% extra speed in all battles is really awesome. So yeah, those are the stat lines there for. Oh, my face is in the way. Okay, so sorry about that. These are the stat lines right here to show those. Yeah, so hopefully that was helpful. Yeah, I'll have to remember to do that for later videos too, just in case. And okay, let's get to the Call of the Arbiter and the promo code type stuff. Let's check the events first, though, if there's anything here that is still going. So this is a beginner thing, I think. I'm pretty sure this is for beginners, the Dungeon Divers event. You can get some Polarium points, silver chickens. Like this is a skill tome is awesome too. Definitely make sure you're farming enough in those first days, first 3 days, that you're getting all these rewards. There is no reason to not get these rewards. They're fantastic. I mean, especially the rank 5 chicken. I mean, saving a little time with all the food you're going to need to get is pretty impactful. And then the epic skill tome is obviously very, very good. So we can look at Call of the Arbiter now. If you just go in here, you just go back to the first area here, cinematic trailer. You can watch the trailer. You just click on it and then click back into the game, get some silver. And then when you share it, you can put it Facebook, Twitter, or copy. I just said Twitter because I don't have a Twitter account. It took me to Safari on iPhone, and then it went back to the game. I just clicked back into the game because I don't have a Twitter account. You could just copy it too, and it won't really do anything. I'll just copy the link. Same exact thing here, and you get some gear here. For a bunch of these things, you get different things and different pieces of gear. So Obviously fantastic there. Once this video gets to 800,000 views, we will get a chest plate and boots as well. But as you saw, you get energy along the way. Pretty much every step you get energy, which is very, very helpful, and silver as well for the beginning of the game. So there is the code chase here for these ones. I believe the episode 1 was choice. If I can spell choice. So I believe that was the one for episode 1, so we can go over here and claim rewards. We got XP boost, energy, and some auto battles. Let me check the other ones real quick. Okay, so the episode 2 was Arbiter. And from here we get some more skill tome, silver, energy. This one was Betrayal, I think, for episode 3. Betrayal. Ooh, is that right? That doesn't look right either. Oh, it is. Okay. Lovely. So we got some spirit brews and magic brews and some silver there. This one was Destiny or Harmony. I think this one was Harmony for episode 4. Harmony. It is. Okay, so Harmony there. Auto battles, energy, silver, and more boost or whatever. XP boost. This one was Destiny for 5, I believe. Claim that, and we get some energy, some silver, and another epic book. And then for 6, it was Infested. Infested. So we'll pick those up. It's just more energy, auto battles, and silver. Very, very fantastic to get that stuff. Extremely invaluable, especially here in the beginning of the game. And then there is a promo code out as well. Let me check the promo code too. Okay, I don't know if this is real. Subscribe mid-game. Subscribe mid-game. Wow, it worked. Okay, so silver energy replays. I think there was a chicken in there. There's some other stuff. So that code does work right now then, still. So if you don't have a code, if you haven't put in your Epic code or whatever, well, first of all, if you started the game and didn't put in the promo code to get a free Epic, definitely do that immediately, if you still can. If you can't, I would maybe restart unless you pulled something really good from shards or something. Like, there's not much of a reason to not start the game with like Deacon. He's a fantastic unit. I did open 2 void shards off camera. Just got Panthera and Huntress. Huntress is for fusion, so that's actually kind of nice. I got her, and then Panthera could definitely be good for Fire Knight. Each critical hit has a 50% chance of decreasing the target's turn meter by 3%. It can. Oh, I guess the first. That seems interesting. 9% potentially on the first skill. I don't understand how they got 3% there. Anyway, let's just summon like 2 or 3 of these. See if we get anything here. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. He's actually, I think he's pretty good. His passive is fills this champion's turn meter by 15% whenever they are attacked by an enemy under provoke debuff or increase attack buff. So he does, I assume, a provoke somewhere in here. Yeah, the third skill places a 60% increased defense buff and a 50% increased attack buff on all allies for 2 turns, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it. So, I guess to make this make more sense, there is a 30% increased defense and a 25% increased defense. Those are like the weak versions of buffs. The 60% increased defense and 50% increased attack buff is definitely what you're looking for on units. You don't want to build stuff with like the weaker version unless it's some specific rare that does other stuff that you need to. But yeah, fantastic skill right there just to get some basic buffs. This one attacks all enemies and has a 50% chance of placing a provoke for 1 turn. Also places a shield on this champion equal to 25% of their max HP. And then this one attacks one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decrease attack debuff on the enemy for 1 turn. So actually a fantastic unit. This plays pretty well with Deacon. They're both spirit units. They will both do very well against force affinity. So I'll definitely build them. So we can just do a couple more here. I don't know, like, too many rares other than like Frozen Banshee and like Apothecary. That I don't know too much beyond that I would really want. There are some rares that are good, that are just kind of niche, and that's just is what it is. We'll just increase that. Yeah, a lot of things are just niche, and it just is what it is. But in a lot of 3 stars are just bad. A lot of rares are just bad in the game. You're kind of looking for like 4 stars and 5 stars. This is actually a farmable unit. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15%, decreases the turn meter of all enemies by 15%. So she does the exact same skill as Deacon, except for Deacon gets an extra turn when he's ascended. And then this one attacks all enemies and places a speed buff on allies for 2 turns, and then can sleep. Probably not going to sleep though. Alright, so nothing great there. Yeah, there was nothing amazing there, like, other than the epic was actually pretty good. If you're looking around in the summoning pool and you see these fusions, don't worry about them. You'll have to do Relic Keeper for the the missions. You'll have to do Relic Keeper to get through the missions, and Rosin Scarhide comes eventually in the missions as well. You can only fuse it 1 time, so you could fuse it before you get to that part of the mission, and it would clear it. It would check it off for you. So once you got there, you just click the reward for it or whatever. Rosin is great. It is a lot of time and energy to get all of these to level 40, 16 units to level 40, ascend all of them, and then fuse them, and then get all of these to level 50, ascend it up to 5, and then fuse Razin. So I wouldn't recommend doing this until you get to the challenge mission, or maybe like 3 months into the game, 2 months, maybe 2 months into the game. You could look more into this, but at the beginning, it's not something you need to worry about. And then a lot of this stuff is like, you're either never going to be able to get it again, or it's from like Doom Tower, or there's one in here. Okay, Drexthar Blood Twin. You get his fragments from the 3 versus 3 tag team arena shop. So some of the fragments you can get, some of them I don't think you can ever get again, because some of them were like event based. So you just have to pull the unit straight up now. But yeah, I think that's all for this one. Man, that Gliss card pull was really nice actually. This is pretty solid to have this right here. I might actually put some books into him to get those 2 skills up. I do have a increase attack champion right here, but I mean, if I can get this unit and it's bringing increased defense as well, and provoking enemies and decreasing attack, like that's definitely a good thing to look into right there. So anyway, that's all for this one. If you guys have any questions so far, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll see everybody in the next video.